times the word racism was mentioned, and around 2012 it shoots up.
Yep.
Social justice shoots up. Transgenderism shoots up. White privilege shoots up. This was forced on the American people. Why are we having these conversations now? No, the people did not wake up one day and decide we want to have a national conversation about chicks with dicks. That didn't happen. This wasn't an organic movement. It was all of the most powerful people decided this is what we're going to talk about. And why was that? Look, when you're failing on policy, you pivot to a culture war.
Yep.
You pit people against each other, so they're fighting each other.
Yep.
We had in this country, we had an Occupy Wall Street movement where leftists were standing outside of big banks screaming, we are the 99%. Right-wingers had a populist movement called the Tea Party, where they were outraged about the bailouts of big banks, unsustainable debt, government spending. They don't like that. That's not what the powers that be like. Look, they like you fighting about issues like abortion. Now, I'm not saying abortion isn't a very important issue. It's a very important issue. But us fighting about that issue doesn't scare anyone at the Federal Reserve. It doesn't scare anyone in the CIA. They don't care if you fight about that issue. They love you fighting over transgender bathrooms. Go track how many times.
Absolutely. He's right, 100%. You know, Noam Chomsky talks about how thought control works in a democratic open society. And he says that you have a very narrow band of allowed discourse on the establishment left and the establishment right, but very lively discourse within that band. So anybody outside of this accepted window of thought is considered fringe and not even worth rebutting. They're just a kook to be dismissed. So that's what the establishment wants. That's what the powers that be wants, is they want us to be arguing about stuff within this accepted framework, stuff that doesn't matter, stuff that doesn't threaten the scam, which is the banking system, which is fiat money, which is taxation, in which a substantial amount of the wealth produced by the nation, by the people, is stolen every year through taxes, through inflation, through the banking system, and funneled into the hands of the elite, the political class, the bureaucrats and the politicians, and the special interests who they serve. So they don't want anybody talking about that, but we can argue about these petty things, these wedge issues like immigration, like abortion, like transgendered issues, because that'll make people angry, and they'll be focused on that, and then we'll be focused on the scam, on the fact that we're getting ripped off by the political elite.